Hello everybody, hello all chess fans. In today's video we are diving deep into an exciting game where I played black. It was a long and hard fought battle with many twists and lessons to learn. Let's break down move by move. Here we played Pirk defense, I prefer to play pink Pirk defense after e4, d6, d4, g6, knight f3, knight f6, knight c3, bishop g7, bishop g4, and castling. I started with Pirk defense, aiming for a flexible structure. White developed actively and controlled the center, as usually in a Pirk defense. Then I went. Then White continued with h3. After h3, I played knight c6. Even though I prefer to play Pirk defense, but that was my first inaccurate move. Yeah, knight c6 is a bit slightly inaccurate move because instead of developing c6, I could have played c6 and it would give me more chance. Also to prepare this central strike with d5 in the future, but I prefer to play knight c6 for some reason. And then bishop e3 and then e5. And normally when I play like a Pirk defense, e5 always is one of the most important key moves of my setup. But in this game also I didn't think like a lot, and I didn't think into like really deeply, and I just wanted to follow my main structure, which I play mainly time with Pirk defense, and create my setup and play e5 and then open game. If you will trade d and e pawns, if you want, then I also have some variations to play further in case if you will play d5. Yeah, but I went for immediate counterplay, but this allowed White to advance with d5, even though, as I said, even though I had some variations, but against d5, prepared variations, but I think I wasn't succeed that those variations properly. I don't know, but still it didn't went so bad for me. So anyhow, then as I said, I went for immediate counterplay, but this allowed the White to advance with d5. And after d5, I don't know why Stockfish doesn't like it. The Stockfish says just take it, but if you ask me, I think d5 is pretty good move and gaining space for White. But instead of e5, I could have played e6, for example, e6. Then he would to prepare b5, like a bit patient approach, but I didn't prefer it. Yeah, I played e5, then he played d5, which is I think pretty good move for me. I don't know why Stockfish counts it as an inaccuracy. I don't know. I don't know, because of my level, probably in high level. In high level, there's some reason for it. That's why Stockfish says that way. But in my mind, I think d5 is good move. And yeah, as I said, if I would play e6 and b5, it might have been better for me, but it went like this. Then I had to go back. Then he played queen d2, b6, bishop h6. He wanna trade with my fianchetto. Then I played a6, also his best move. Then he long castled, and then I played b5 to push his bishop back. and also like that was already obviously he will play like bishop h6, then he will trade it, then he will push his queen side pawns further, and he will try to create a game here. And for this, of course, he has to make long castling here, and in that case, you know, that's the most basic rule. If you have a opposite side castlings, and then it's a kind of competition in between your pawns, and that the player will win whose pawns will reach his opponent's king side first, let's say, earlier or something like that. Okay, this is a pretty known theoric info, let's say. Of course, I had to push my pawns on my queen side to start to walk one by one to his king. So that's why I played b5, which is best move here. Then white aimed to attack on king side with bh6, while I expanded on the queen side. As I said, the game was well balanced at this point. Bishop e2. Bishop e2 is that was blunder, and Stockfish says bishop d3 actually was enough, because you're still keeping your bishop in this diagonal, and because you want to create some attack. Oh my god, I just cannot do this. Yes, because you want to create an attack here. And why do you bring your bishop this much back? Just keep it here, and I cannot come quickly with this my c pawn and then attack this bishop, so I can't do that, and so your bishop will be free here. And my rook b8 was great response, putting pressure on queen side and preparing to activate my rooks. Then he traded fianchettos. Then I took it. Then he played a3 and h5. Yeah, h5. Stockfish says h5 is a mistake, but I thought, okay, I saw he will play these things and he will try to open this area. But actually, maybe this moment was my first moment I took my time and think a bit. And before that, as I said, like I didn't think a lot. In totally also, I didn't think a lot. Even like we were playing in classic mode, so in the beginning we had 1 hour and 30 minutes, and end of the game, even though we had another 30 minutes after 40 moves, and I still had like end of the game I still had like 1 hour 20 minutes or something like that. So in total I spent just 40 minutes time, but my opponent took his time. He played slowly, he analyzed everything, he and end of the game we will see. And the end of the game he had just only like around 10 minutes or etc. So he spent a lot of time, but it worked. So I don't know why, but I made pretty rush in this game, and it cost me. Anyway, we keep analyze, and h5, it says like h5 is not best move, just play b4, and then if you will take it, then just come here and open this side, and then it will give you a lot of advantage. But I don't know why, but actually I know why, because I didn't think and I didn't analyze, I didn't calculate properly, and that's why I just said, okay, let's play h5. Let's if he will push his g pawn and trade, at least this move will slow him a bit, like will lose him a bit tempo on his attack. So it might give me some time, and then I can I can create I mean I can develop my attack on queen side. But yeah, then he played g4. I took it, then he took, and knight g4. Actually, I didn't saw any another option beside of knight g4. And yeah, like this sequence, even though this sequence gave me some active play, but white's kingside attack was still dangerous. Then rook dg1, rook h8. I didn't understand why did he play. Yeah, probably just keeping some pressure. Yeah, just for keeping this knight under pressure a bit. I don't know, but still I'm protecting this with my bishop. But also it takes the flexibility from my bishop and etc. like that. And I don't think, maybe it's Stockfish says it's a mistake, but I think not big mistake, and white still has an advantage here. And then I played rook h8. Then we traded. Stockfish says trading also is not good because it gives me more chance, and like white missed the chance to keep the rooks on the board, which could have strengthened their attack. Before trading the rooks, white had good advantage, but after the changing the rooks, and white doesn't have any more double rook on the board, and my queen is in this open H line. So I think that's why Stockfish says now black has an advantage. Then he played knight g5. I played queen h4. Bishop g4, bishop g4, then he played f3. My opponent forced trades, like I kept my queen and bishop active, creating chances to counter attack. That's why I went back. Then he played knight e2. Knight e2 also, it says like knight e2 is not a good move. And here I missed something. Here it says what it says, yeah, just play this now and force his actually he can't go anywhere, he loses his knight here, but yeah, but I missed that. And then I played queen f2. Queen f2 also is good move, actually a strong move, because this created tactical threats and forced white onto the defensive. Unfortunately, my follow-up like f6 wasn't precious. Like this was really late. Like I should have played it one move before, not now. And this was blunder here. Actually, I thought like I counted this variation, like even before I played queen f2. Before this I counted this variation. If I will play queen f2, he might come to h1 with his rook, and then he will attack here. Then I will play this. If he will come here, blah 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 blah. And yeah, but that was miscalculation, and and then also my opponent has pretty less time over here, like really less time, like when I compare it with my time, and I relied on my time. And I also was thinking like, okay, I have an advantage here, which I had, and I have an advantage here. Okay, there is most probably he will play this variation, and I counted this it's not gonna give me a lot of damage, so I can manage it, and I will go further and further, then maybe I will win. And that's what I was counting, but I didn't pay enough attention apparently. But that was a bit late when I realized it. And also there was a moment like my opponent was thinking, he wasn't really happy after queen f2, and my opponent was thinking, and then I went to toilet and etc. Then I came back, and then I saw he played rook h1, and then also a few people was watching our game nearby the table, and then I don't know, for some reason I made rush. Like always, even if you calculated the variation, still you playing classic game, like you have a lot of time. Like I had at least, I didn't think, at least okay, until here you didn't spend a lot of time, but until here you survived somehow. Now you have an advantage, and you have like 1 hour 20 minutes or something like that. Why do you rush? Why don't you recalculate? Like because it's always better to recalculate everything after each move, because then it gives you, for example, before when I calculated, this rook wasn't here. I was just imagining this rook was here, and but now this rook is here, and it gives me more visible vision, let's say, like more visible chances, opportunity, view, like more clear, and I have a chance to make it to make clarification if my calculation was right or not. And that's why recalculation is really important, especially in classic games. But I don't know, for some reason that was really stupid, and I didn't recalculate it at all, and then I just played f6. That wasn't precious. Yeah, rook h8 would have kept the pressure on. That was then it was still winning for me. Yeah, then I blundered here, and he checked me with his rook. Then I went back for g8 because I didn't have a lot of chance actually. Then I saw it, and I asked myself, like, what the fuck I did, what the fuck I just have done. And then I looked on my clock and my time, and I still have 1 hour 20 minutes. My opponent has like around 15 minutes or maybe 10 minutes or something, and huge time difference, but on the board I'm already losing. And yeah, that was really big blunder. Anyway, that hurt me, like not because of losing or etc. This is sport, this is game. Of course, one of us will lose or win, that's not problem. But to make it rush, yeah, that made me angry at myself. Anyway, then he took my knight. Here already it was completely just losing. Then I thought maybe let's just trade the queens. Maybe it will yeah, you know, when queen is on the board and if you are losing badly, then queen always makes your chance even less and less, because queen can create some unexpectedly things, and you can just checkmate easily and etc. But without queen, maybe that's what I thought. I said, like, just let's trade the queens and let's see, maybe he will make a mistake, but otherwise it's just losing, and I have to just keep play and to see what's gonna happen. Yeah, then I took his knight. Of course, he took my bishop. Rook c8. Okay, yeah, rook c8 to protect my this pawn. After the queen trade, I entered a tough rook and pawn endgame. That was really tough for me, and also because of this knight was giving a lot of advantage to white. Knight g1, rook f8, king e2, g4. I tried to create counterplay like on the king side, but white's knight and pawns became like dominant. Rook, yeah, just yeah, this is what I was trying to do. White captured an important pawn, securing their advantage. Like, my rook struggled to find active squares, like yeah, here it was really, yeah, it went just like this, and yeah, rook f7. I said, okay, just let's trade rooks also, and less pieces on the board, maybe less headache. But now it doesn't work like that. I actually also, I didn't have anything to play, anything else to play. And after the rooks came off, white's passed pawns were unstoppable, and my king couldn't catch up. And yeah, we just played like this, and then he took another pawn, and I just went, I don't know why, where, what to do. Yeah, that was, yeah, then after this I resigned. A great finishing move by white, demonstrating control in the end game. Okay, what we have to learn, what's the lessons from this game, key lessons, like be patient in the opening. Premature moves like knight c6 and e5 gave white easy control of the center. Timing is everything, like h5 and f6 could have been improved to create stronger counterplay. Yeah, and endgame accuracy matters. Activating my king earlier could have given me better chances in the final phase. Maybe, perhaps. Anyway, this game was a tough lose, but it was packed with valuable moments and lessons. And if you enjoyed this detailed analysis, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. Let's keep learning and improving together. Don't forget, there is no losing in chess. There is winning and learning. Bye bye.